Does cold urticaria affect your diet? Yes. Hello. Yes, weird filming spot, I know, but this is warm, and I'm going to talk about cold urticaria again. Hi, I have a condition called cold urticaria, and that basically means that I am allergic to cold. That is why I am wearing all of the snowflakes. Being allergic to cold affects my whole life, hence why I talk about it a lot. And one thing I haven't talked about yet is how cold urticaria affects my diet. Obviously, when you are allergic to something, you avoid that thing. So I avoid eating cold foods, drinking cold drinks, and handling cold foods. Avoiding eating these cold things will stop me from having itchy mouth, itchy throat, wheezing to an extent, and itchy hands from preparing or holding or even getting the food. I avoid things like ice cream, yogurt, salad straight from the fridge, cold pasta, cold leftovers, refrigerated sandwiches, you know, from the meal deals in most supermarkets, milkshakes, iced coffee, etc. And when I say I avoid these things, sometimes I feel rebellious, or I just want something, or I am hungry and that's all that there is. Or I'm out somewhere and I need to eat something and the only thing I can get is a refrigerated sandwich. It is not the end of the world if I eat these things. I just have to be wary of the consequences and be willing to accept them and not complain about it. Although I will complain about not being able to eat as much ice cream as I want because I love ice cream. Anyway, secondly, the medication that I take to manage my cold urticaria affects what I can eat. So, for example, with fexofenadine, that is affected by grapefruit. I know, weird, right? Well, I've already spoken about this month, and I will put a card up there if you want to know more about why and what happens and what that means. It's a fun video, I promise. Also, the absorption of it is affected by heavy metals, which is something that you don't really think about and you don't really think that you might be eating, but a big one is indigestion relief. They contain the heavy metals that affect the absorption of fexofenadine, so I think it's aluminium. It says on the packaging in very big capital letters, do not take 2 hours before or after indigestion relief. So that kind of means that I can't eat anything, or I shouldn't eat anything, or I should be mindful of eating anything that might give me heartburn or indigestion. Do I have a list of those foods? No, I don't. That would be too easy. No diet will cure allergies. The only way to avoid allergies really is an elimination diet, which basically means don't eat the food that you're allergic to, or at least try not to. People with multiple allergies or unknown allergies or mast cell disorders, they might like to try special diets. So the autoimmune diet, which isn't necessarily an allergy diet, but lots of people have recommended that I try it. I'm not going to. Or the low histamine diet, or the low FODMAP diet. There are so many diets out there that might or might not suit your needs, but because I'm just avoiding cold and my other food allergies, I don't see the need to limit all of my food. It's not necessary at this point, but if it ever becomes necessary, don't worry, you'll be the first to find out. I wouldn't recommend a specific diet, especially if it's very restrictive, if your cold urticaria is well controlled or if it's your only allergy. I just don't see the point. And I did touch on vitamin D being a useful supplement for if you have urticaria of any type, and I still haven't got through the research on this, and I will at some point, but I think if that is the case, or if you definitely have low vitamin D, just take a supplement for now, or make sure that you eat foods that have high vitamin D. We don't need to exclude things that we're not allergic to at this point. That is how cold urticaria affects my diet. I don't know if that's how it affects your diet, but there we go. Don't forget to like this video, drop a comment down below if any of what I said surprised you, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a new video. Videos go up every Saturday at 6 PM UK time with at least one bonus video every single month, apart from this month, where it's Vlogmas, and it's 25 videos in 25 days. This is number 19, and boy am I proud of myself for getting this far. See ya!